not the show you come on to do your press run?
Okay. There it is. So Sexy Red coming town once in a lifetime, coming through Richmond, and she wanted to come to the Randy Wilson podcast. Yes, sir. You turning her down? That's a drink. No, drink that. In 2024, you turning her down, Randy? You wanted the bullshit? Yeah. For Randy. That was funny.
I'm trying to go to Hop for pizza after this.
Oh, I thought you said IHOP for pizza.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, okay.
Pizza at IHOP is kind of crazy.
And they'll probably do it. No, we're gonna need that check, but yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. Yeah.
I don't want stacks of pancakes. I want some pizza.
That's what you want?
I want the pancake pepperoni.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. The pancake
that
pepperoni.
That sounds fire. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. We ready?
Yes, whenever you are.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the 804 podcast. I'm Nick.
Sir Jesse.
Alex.
And today we have Randy Wilson with us.
What's up, brothers?
This is a part 2. Yeah.
Part 2. The trolling episode.
Yeah. What's good?
I'm good, man. How y'all doing?
Good.
Appreciate y'all having me back, man. Y'all must be bored, because
I'm dead.
Said nothing better to do, just
Nah, man, we feel like we spin the block, you know what I mean? Why not?
Let's do it, man. Appreciate
you spot
that.
New everything, of course.
Sure.
Well, something that hasn't changed, you know what I mean?
Damn, nature, you scary.
It's Alex and counting these episode numbers.
It'd be tough, man.
He can sell shoes. He can rap. Apparently, he can do a lot of
pancake
things.
Pizza, yeah.
But I guess if you would put that on your resume, right, yeah. But counting these episode numbers, man, it's always a problem. So real quick, Alex, what we doing today, man? How many episodes?
I looked to my brother Nick.
It's already that.
Damn,
good.
yeah.
It's already that sounding good.
I'm gonna have to take a wild guess then. Wild guess and say, me and my good brothers have been doing the 804 podcast for 253 episodes.
That's a lot of episodes, bro. That's a lot.
Yep.
You ain't got no sound effect for that?
There you go. I got you.
Your boy. You know how we do.
Congratulations, fellas. Y'all.
Thank you.
Y'all damn God. Appreciate it. You're doing some work, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I'll be checking y'all shows out for real. I don't check all the shows out, but I check all the IG out.
Oh, yeah.
IG. It's hard for me. I don't. Sometimes I go check a full episode, but I definitely be engaged in your IG. So y'all doing your thing. Keep it
Appreciate
up.
it.
Keep
Appreciate
going.
it. You too.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Right.
Facts. Yep.
Even though sometimes I ain't gonna lie, Randy, I go on your page and I see a governor or something. I'm like, let me scroll. Yeah, let me scroll up real quick. I'm like, okay. They're talking about right. They're talking about Kendrick Lamar, right? Yeah. Okay, all right. It's all good. So right.
We gonna be all right.
Nah, so we definitely see the clips and the quality and stuff. So that's good work.
Appreciate it, man.
Sure.
Thanks.
All right. Well, kind of another thing we do after the episode count, we do have a quote of the day, quote of the week, and this quote can be a song, lyric, Randy, Bible verse, tattoo, IG caption, motto, saying, anything that means something to you. Ain't got to be nothing super smart. Yeah, just anything that means something to you in life.
Give me a second. I wrote one down the other day, actually.
Take your time.
That's a bet. Yeah.
I actually heard someone say something that was really good, so I saved it. Let's see if I can tell you what it was. Sorry for the time.
No, you good. You good.
This is a good one, though. This was worth it. You know what, though?
Yeah, just take it.
Damn, y'all probably like, damn, yo.
No.
Here it is. So, a formal education will make you a living, and a self-education will make you a fortune. All right, so I know you're about to probably dive into it, but real quick, I like to ask, what does that mean to you? What did that mean to you? Well, you go to college or whatever, you make a living.
Right.
So you go to YouTube University and self-educate yourself on something that you know, and you can make a fortune.
Facts.
So
Facts.
I thought that was pretty cool. Like most people who go to college and just stick with whatever they went to college for, end up having a career, you know, but end up working their whole life typically, you know. So I thought it was a good play on words.
You gotta pay off that debt.
Do you think college is a scam?
Do I think it's a scam? I don't want to say it's a scam, but
You know how to go for the catchy. Right, yeah, the
Yeah.
catchy question. Right.
scam, but to some degree, paying all this money is to some degree is. Oh man, we don't need that.
That's life in general, man.
Yeah.
But, well, I'm talking about the ass, so we're
Yeah.
scraping it up. But yeah, go ahead.
I wonder, like, with all the forgiveness that's happening right now, it's like,
That's okay.
It's what you make of it.
Yeah.
I learned more about how to get through college than I learned anything in college, which I think has translated to learning how to get through life. For me. Like I learned how to pass. I don't know if I remember a lot of the material, but I got through it. So
Yeah.
that's what we out here just trying to do, right? We just trying to get through. We trying to get by. So
This is big facts. Till somebody leaves that big $300 million just wad of like bag of money.
life insurance policy, right?
Yeah, man. That's fine. All right. I guess before we start doing questions, I guess real quick, people out there, living under a rock,
Patrick Star.
not getting to it like Alex said. The 300 what? The
$300 million bag. You just
wanted to make sure. Could you give the people out there a real quick introduction about yourself? Like, what do you in a couple words.
Randy Wilson.
Right.
Randy Wilson Podcast. You can follow me there pretty much everywhere. And I'm a father, husband, healthcare professional. Pretty, avid cyclist now, like a cyclist enthusiast now.
Okay.
That and when I'm not doing that, most of my life is focused around health and fitness. When I'm not podcasting and working.
I'll fire off the first question. If somebody out there is wondering, what would you say your podcast is about?
People who are making an influence or impact and change in some positive way. So I keep it within culture and community because I think pretty much everything that I am involved with is within the community and connects with culture. And so change makers, so like people who are just making some type of influence or impact in a positive way, those are the people I like to talk to. Gotcha. And it can be a very broad range of people.
I'll say this. You've had broad range, you've had rappers, you've had politicians. Who was the most challenging guest to get on your podcast?
To get on the show?
Get on the show.
To schedule them?
Yeah.
That's a good question, man.
Nick always come with the fire.
Man, that's a good question, man. It's a hard
Because
question.
I've seen Mayor Stoney was on, and I tried to get him, and I had to go through.
That's a hard question for me to answer, man.
We got it, Nick.
I don't know.
On the podcast.
I don't know if I know, man. The hardest one for me to get. There's people that I haven't got that's been pretty hard. I can think about that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That's hard. I don't know if I can answer that question.
What's the hardest part about getting these high-profile guests? I guess you could say.
Or any guest.
Because, like you said, right now you're trying to get certain people in. It's hard.
Yeah, I think for the most part, anyone I've had on my show has been someone who's been willing, and they've chose to be on my show because probably had in more circumstances than not, it probably has absolutely nothing to do with my show. It has just to do with like some type of compatibility and rapport in the rapport building that's led up to that point. So like the political figures, as we was talking a little bit before the show, like I think that they see value in my show from a standpoint of me being able to offer them some street credibility. Meaning that the consumers of my show or the consumers of, your show are typically people who are not, their primary focus isn't like mainstream media. So they do this, and you got to figure out a way as a legislator to connect with this audience, which is, you know, a lot of people who typically don't focus on the news and are people who may not even think about votes. So like that's a way for them to maybe create a new person in a new voter for them. So I think that's part of it. And I think legislators are beginning to recognize that they got to meet their audience where they're at, and they're on the internet. You know, they're on YouTube, they're on TikTok. You know, so that's part of it. I'll be the first one to say, like, I'm not the most political person. I'm definitely not politically correct in my personal day-to-day life. But I think my healthcare experience has kind of gifted me a skill set to know how to talk to a lot of different people. So when I'm talking to these legislators, I'm trying to be really me, you know?
No, I'm playing. No.
I'm really just trying to be me, you know what I'm saying?
Let me calm down.
But
That's wild. That's why we don't want any smoke.
yeah, really just trying to be me. But at the same time, like I know that they have something they want to talk about. And a lot of times I'll get with their assistants and I'll say, hey, like, let me know what you want to talk about. Like, what's important on your desk? Because what's important on your desk is probably is important to our listeners. And so let's go ahead and get that off in the very beginning. Give me the top 3 to 5 questions that you want to get off so that we can get that off. Because, you know, people's attention span, how many people watch the whole show the first time, right? So we get that going, and then I get into, like, you know, the Kendrick and Drake. We'll get into the other stuff, you know, the stuff that I feel like my consumers and listeners want to see. And quite frankly, like, how can we humanize them? Like, I know y'all ain't focused on politics all day.
All the time,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Let's level set a little bit, you know, because it's important to be relatable to your community, right? I feel like that's what helps people want to vote for you, when they recognize that you're just like a neighbor in their community, you know? Right.
I want to say this also. Yeah. Within focusing off the podcast for a second.
Yeah.
What, you know, in the healthcare field, what do you think Richmond is excelling in and they're lacking in your specific field?
In the healthcare field?
Yes.
Good question.
Where are we, you know, up and where are we?
Look, I don't know the numbers for 2024 yet because of the, you know, it takes a year or so for the
kind of like tax. You got to go back.
But I do know that in 2023, and it may have been based on 2022 data, Virginia was number 48 in the country in mental health. Not good. It's horrible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they're 50 states, so 48 is.
But what's crazy is that there's like 3,000 mental health providers in Virginia. So even though that sounds good, we're not really doing good at it. And there's a lot of fraud, and there's a lot of people who just create mental health companies now because they have money to invest in it. You see mental health companies popping up like hair salon, massage parlor, you can wash your clothes here. Oh, by the way, there's a mental health spot. They're just everywhere now. So I think the community can be kind of facaded to think that there's a lot of good help in the community, but a lot of these providers really should not be in business providing services. A lot of these businesses are not even owned by mental health professionals. They're owned by someone who has some money and let JoJo and them open up a business because, you know, his cousin and them got a license. So that's the bad part in regard to what I think is the grade and the quality of healthcare services. The good thing is, it's hard to say too. I mean, there's some good things. I mean, I think that this is a service-oriented community. So, like, if you want to help people, there are job opportunities. There are a lot of jobs available. I'm not political. I'm not being political when I say this, but I do think that our current government, and I know that's I'm not being political, but I think that we are beginning to put legislation in place to actually move some things forward in the right direction. Yeah. I think we are. You know, I think that it started probably with the previous administration. So for anyone who's thinking I'm sitting here pro-Youngkin, I'm not pro-Youngkin any more than I wasn't pro Northam. I don't care about either one of them in that aspect. I think that previous administrations
have built a foundation, and this current administration is also kind of moving forward in the right direction to improve the quality of mental health services.
Okay. I got a question for you. You kind of mentioned.
I got these serious ass questions. I appreciate. I hope I'm not. I don't want this to be a serious guest.
Oh no! You good. You good.
Let my boys eat right now.
Right. So
I really enjoy y'all.
Definitely. So you kind of mentioned like cycling and like a cyclist and things, and you kind of you're in the healthcare field.
Yeah.
What would you say? So with your schedule being as busy as it is, how do you find time to focus on your health?
Yo, it's the number one priority for me. I mean, like, and that's one of the things that you see in healthcare that's the opposite. Like, I'm not happy if I'm not working out. I mean,
Okay.
I've always been, obviously you're looking at me and I look like the model of health right now. I recognize that, you know what I'm saying? But truthfully, though, I grew up playing basketball. I played basketball in college.
Okay.
Like, I've always been very active in sports. And for me to be happy and for me to be, like, balanced and not too stressed out and, just not unhappy, I have to sweat a little bit. I make that a priority. It's just like some people make a priority to eat lunch. Or dinner, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is gonna happen today. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's a matter of like how you balance out your day, and some of it depends on what time you wake up or what time you go to sleep. But for me, for my day to be complete and for me to figure out I gotta get it done. Yeah. So the cycling is something I picked up like 8-9 years ago, because that's when I said that that's when I was like, basketball, I need to stop. That's what I just said. That it's got to stop. I don't need to keep doing it because it's not healthy for me to keep doing it. Like if it hurts, you know what I'm saying? When you can't do back to backs, I don't want to be the guy providing just veteran leadership on the court. I don't want to be that guy. I want to get out.
Pass the ball real quick. Look at one shot real quick. Nah, man. Right. We playing 21 right now. No. Let me get the shot. Like, oh, man. Yeah, right. That's tough, man. I'll bring it back to the podcast, actually. Why did you, it might be a simple answer, honestly, naming it after yourself?
Man, just because, like, I was going to, I know it's super creative, right? I was, at first, like, me and a couple friends were going to do it in my basement. Well, we started in the basement, and I got a pool table. And so we was going to call it, like, Corner Pocket, Lint Pocket. There was a lot of things that came up, but the problem that we had, which is a problem that a lot of people had, is that I was the most passionate about doing it, and our schedules were not lining up for what we were trying to do. Like,
bravo to you two to even like take the initiative to like keep going. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, so like one of my friends is still involved in it. He just is completely behind the camera and like editing and things like that. And he's been with me since the very beginning. But I just once I recognized it was going to be pretty much a solo show, it's no really answer other than I just said, hey, I'm gonna just put my name on it and go with it. I've contemplated on changing that, but it's kind of hard, I feel like, now to change it because I think a lot of people have now identified my name in the space of podcasting, so it's like I'm kind of in it. But in the ideal situation, I'd like to get out. I'd like to have, if I had what you guys had, I'd probably even enjoy it more. It's kind of sucks sometimes doing all this on your own, man. It really is. Like I just sit and watch you guys have fun with it. It's not. I'd much rather be in a team atmosphere than doing it on my own. But it's just
you can lean on each other.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'll say this. You were one of the first podcasts. Then pandemic started, and everybody started having podcasts. You got us. What's some of your favorite podcasts to watch out here?
Man,
I'm
enjoying it all. I mean, I'm enjoying you guys. I'm just enjoying the movement of. I kind of thought that question would come, so I prepared. I'm very scripted, prepared to answer. I like them all. I mean, to some degree, I like. it may not be everything, but it may. Everyone has something that they do that's unique or different. And I just love the fact that there's ambition and drive. I see now there's like podcast networking. There's like I've been getting these emails about a couple of events. I think it was down at like ML Steakhouse or something recently.
Yeah.
Shout out to the crew.
The Delinquent podcast. Like I'm watching everybody's podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone shoots me, I'm watching everyone's podcast that I see on the gram that's like, was it 804? You guys are at 804 podcast. There's another 804 in it. Was it the crew?
The crew.
Yeah. I actually recently went over their studio and checked that out. I was really enjoying. One of my favorite shows was the Smoking Section podcast, but now I see they on I think they doing their show on 101.1 The Fam. Looks like they doing like a radio show now, so I think they haven't been podding as much lately, but they're watching them all for real.
Shout out to 101 The Fam.
Facts.
Doesn't want to work. Right, yeah.
Shout out Smoking Section.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
What about y'all? Like, who y'all watch?
Richmond, or just in general?
Richmond.
Not the copycat, but pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
And then we've kind of started networking with some of the people.
Yeah,
so
delinquents.
Yeah, that's the see. I think the thing about it is that podcasting, unlike music, is not like so territorial. Like, I think we kind of want to see each other win, because it really builds the community up, and
usually it's a conversation. So like we're talking, yeah. You can't talk about we
can always play the outside too. Like artists can always come to us with gossip or drama or whatever. And we're just like, we asking questions. Yeah, that's all we're here to do. Yes, we're just here to find out what's going on.
I like the blogs.
Of course, we all do. We all do. Yeah, we all do. Let's not cap. We all do. We all do. Let me check y'all follow list right now. And if I don't see no RBA dot, you lying. Yeah, you're lying. If I don't see no 804, undercover, uncut, whatever. You're lying. So they always provide us with entertainment.
I'm actually podding on the 804 Culture blog right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the episode with the owner of the Philly Vegan Restaurant. They just dropped that under their page, so check that out. Selfish plug.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll say this also. Oh, my bad. Not to cut you. What more do you want to see from these platforms out here?
Yeah.
I mean, like kind of what we were talking about before. Like I'd like to see more social, like more engagement amongst podcasters. Like I don't know. I'm saying it now. Like I want to do more collaborative stuff with podcasts. Like, I mean, some more than others. I respect you guys in a different regard than others, quite frankly, just because of the consistency, the longevity. To me that says a lot. And you see so many pods kind of come and go. They'll do 10 episodes, 20 episodes, 30 episodes, and they'll kind of fall off. And so, like, I'm a little skeptical of, like, those situations, just because, like, we've been doing this for a long time. So, you want to partner with people who's been really committed to it. But nevertheless, like, I'd like to see that. I think the networking thing is cool. I think what podcasters and bloggers did during Charged Up Fest was great. You know what I'm saying? I encourage and kind of challenge podcasters, though, not to say do what I do, because that ain't it. Do you? But I think diversity, and you guys do this too. I think diversity is key, though. Diversity is key. Like, making sure that you're expanding your, being narrow to focus on, talk to your audience, but also like being willing to stretch out and grow. That's important too. Like talking to people that you usually wouldn't talk to. That would help you kind of bring some people in.
That's real.
Yeah.
I'll throw one out here. What inspires you in your everyday life?
Right now, man, I just want to live. So
That's
the truth, and I mean that like in a different way. I've had some health things happen. I've dealt with some more health stuff, which for like the first time in my life that I've never had health issues, but I've had like some things that I've had to deal with, and so my inspiration now is just really is life in general, like, because life's short, man.
True.
Life is short. Like, and I mean, we say that all the time, and like we obviously know that it's short, but like it's even shorter than that. You know, like it's really shorter than that, man. Like we're losing people every day. You know what I'm saying? Young people too. Like
which is sad.
people die young, and the older you live, the more experience you have with death.
My mom told me about that when I was younger, and it was like, dang, it hits harder now. It's like, damn, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can be 75 years old and die tomorrow, or you can be 25 years old and die tomorrow. You know, and that's always been the case. But I think the older you get, the more in touch you become with your own mortality. And so for me, you know, I have a son, I have a wife, and I have a mother. You know, so it kind of touching all the young, my wife's, you know, old. Like I just want to be around to enjoy the maturation of all these lives. My son growing up to become an adult and take care of himself. Me and my wife being able to grow older and see that happen and enjoy our parents and have our parents around as long as we possibly can. Like that's
facts.
That's what's really important to me right now.
That's facts. That's real.
So, what's your favorite part about doing your podcast?
I'm gonna know this. I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Y'all not gonna sit here and ask me all these.
Oh, we gotta get to the bullshit later. Yeah, it's the lineup. It's the walk down. It's the walk down.
Tell me your child.
It's the slow roast. It's the slow roast.
I don't want y'all taking.
Tell me the saddest thing that is ever.
That's tough, nigga.
I'm
Make me cry.
No, because when I be watching y'all shows, man, y'all be turning
see
up. I see what y'all doing.
The book. Yeah, you see what we doing.
Y'all need to be out here and be all serious. We go ahead.
It's happening.
Randy opens up his newfound ear.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
What's your favorite part about doing your podcast?
Man, it's therapeutic for me. That's really it. Like I do it. I'm selfish about it. Like, yeah, I do shows in effort to like hopefully meet an audience's interest, but I also am selfish about it because it gives me an opportunity to escape from some of my day-to-day lives. To talk about something that's not. Hopefully, it's fun or happy or good. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Inspiring. So that's probably the most motivating part about it. And it's always cool when someone says, "Hey, I watched your episode and I really like this." Like that's always. And I think more importantly is like it's when guests tell me. I get inspired when guests tell me they watch my episode with such and such.
Same.
So now, like when I'm editing things, I'm trying to pull those things together. That's what I'm trying to do. Like I had like Congresswoman McClellan recently told me that she got a show now called Moments with McClellan, and she was inspired to do that by coming on my show. I was like, well,
that's.
And then like another thing that was interesting recently was I had Trig and Ant December on my show recently talking about Off Ash Boulevard. It was a project they released in December of 23. And they was blown away that I did an interview with the mayor and I mentioned their project, right? And in that project, I asked the mayor, like, do you know who Scott is? Who's Scott? Like, who's Scott from Scott's Edition? Like, who is this guy? Which it's like an old white war veteran, I believe, But he didn't know who Scott was. And so I was able to cut that clip and kind of put it with the Trig and Ant December clip. To me, that was like great because they was paying homage and respect to the mayor, and also me at the same time by like appreciating that I was telling him about their project, and he's talking about not knowing who Scott is, which was kind of humorous because people kind of expect the mayor to know.
Yeah, that's facts.
So it's things like that when you can kind of put
Bridging the gap.
Yeah, when you can bridge the gap and bring those pieces together and edit them for a post. That's fun for me.
Actually,
I'm just learning how to be honest with you. I'm working on it myself, so that's kind of challenging.
I got one more for you. I'll say this. You're pretty tapped in with the music scene. You've done interviews with Kids at Play. You've done interviews with Noah O. Where do you see this music scene going from 1, 2 years, 3 years down the road?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm tapped in a little bit. Yeah, I'm tapped in. I will say this.
I'm tapped into. I was getting ready to troll or just say something crazy like I hate all this fucking shit. But I'm tapped in a little bit. I think people may think like I don't know if you know Bryce at Mid Atlantic Jams. He's a DJ. He also DJs for VPM and WRIR. Bryce is tapped in. Like I talk to people who's more tapped into me. That helps me kind of stay tapped a little bit too.
Okay. Bryce, come on the show.
Y'all, you definitely got to have Bryce on the show. I've been trying to get Bryce on the show myself, and you can get him, but it's just challenging. But you should definitely get Bryce from Mid Atlantic Jams on your show. No doubt about it, and I can help you with that. But I say I'm kind of tapped in just because I'm really tapped into what I hear that gets my attention and what I like. If I haven't been going to a lot of shows lately, so there's a lot I'm not tapped into. Let me just say that. But I definitely think that the music community is and has been evolving at a pretty steady pace for the past several years, quite frankly. And I think it's in as good of a place now as it's ever been. You know, I think that there's some older people than me. They'll say they may disagree and say that it's always been that way or they had their time. You know, but I think that there's so many incredible, unique artists in this city that's doing phenomenal things, and it may not even be on our radar. Like they may on Spotify or Apple, they may be streaming like crazy, and we just not. They may not be people we paying attention to, but like someone else, like Monday night, I was looking on Instagram the other day. I saw he took a picture up at Rock Nation. Something's going on. I don't know what's going on. Something's going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we definitely on the move. And I'm a believer that who's really gonna take it there is people younger. Like there's some people who's within my age group, your age group, you know what I'm saying, that's doing it and they're doing well. But the younger generation, that's probably going to be the group.
They compound all the knowledge.
That's who's going to really take it. And I think it's going to be the trap music scene too. I don't think it's going to be more so than me personally. I think trap more so than boom bap music is going to be the one. It's new Richmond drill shit.
Got a question for you.
Yeah.
What pisses you off most from a fan of yours? So, like, what's something that, like, fans do that pisses you off the most? Yeah, guys, sprinkle in a little bullshit question for you. I hate it when these niggas do this.
Fans of these podcasts?
Yeah, fans of your podcast, fans of you. Yeah.
I mean, I guess, though, I think it's like, I guess I don't let it annoy me. I don't. But what can be annoying is that sometimes people can portray out like I really don't have. I rock with. If you rock with me, I rock with you. Mm-hmm. I don't. I'm not the type of person to have like bad blood or whatever.
Right.
But like people who feel like you trying to be a certain kind of way just because you haven't had them on their show, like, that's annoying as hell to me.
So y'all tighten up out there.
I mean, it's just like. I mean, people want to have you on this. People sometimes feel a certain kind of way about you because you haven't had them on their show. They're like, damn. We never even had a conversation. Like, how am I supposed to? You know what I'm saying? Or like, you come in my inbox, like saying something about you want to be on the show. Okay, I appreciate that. I or somebody will respond back and say, hey, can you shoot it through the email? Right. Because I can manage communication better through email, right? Mm-hmm. But it's like
I don't got an email.
Well, no, a lot of times.
Look out, bro. No, I'm talking shit.
A lot of times it's just like I'm gonna reverse it. You asked me the question a few minutes ago, like how do I go about getting people on our show?
Yeah.
It's all about relationships. So like, if you want to be on the show, like let's have a conversation because I can't even do a show with you, and it would be a horrible show if we just do a show and we've never even had a conversation. So, like, I think people need to understand the art and value of relationship building, rapport building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
that's a big... But
I'm not opposed to having somebody on the show if I want to have them on the show. Now, if I don't want to have you on the show, are you really mature enough to accept that feedback in return?
Look out, bro.
You're not. You don't, They're
going to go on the story and call out Randy Wilson podcast.
Some of these podcasts in the city ain't really real podcast for real.
Let me tell y'all really how Randy Wilson is.
They gonna put your head on top of it.
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
I prefer the AI Randy Wilson podcast.
I like, man. I'll be honest with you. Like, I need to know that people care about what you got to say. I need to know that. If I don't know that, help. I'm gonna do my research. But like, if I'm looking at you and like I'm not seeing people engage in your music, artists are probably the people I'm least interested in talking to.
I think you said that
if I
before.
don't like their music, now, if I like their music, I want to talk to them. Or if I like their movement, or if I respect their movement, I'm fine with it. Yeah, let's talk. I don't have to like your music. I just need to know that other people do. But outside of that, artists, aren't always the best communicators. Not always. They can sing but can't talk.
Sometimes that's the way they express themselves. So that's a good point. That might be a good point.
So that's something to understand. Like.
So would you?
Hey, I'm not the show you come on to do your press run.
Okay. There it is. So Sexy Red coming town once in a lifetime, coming through Richmond, and she wanted to come to the Randy Wilson podcast. Yes, sir. You turning her down? That's a drink. In 2024, you turning her down, Randy? You wanted the bullshit? I don't think so. That was funny.
I don't think so, but I will say this though, but the truth is, when Simba came to town, I could have did a podcast with Simba, and
shout out to Simba.
I had a bike ride that day.
Okay, so it happens.
And that's something I'm serious about. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't in a situation where I had the timing of finding someone to come with the camera and all that. It's got to make sense. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I want the show if I can get the show, but a lot of times I'm not the one that's brought in either. Though, a lot of times, respect. A lot of times, it's the platforms that staying really close to these promoters, hugged in, connected with them. That's getting that show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When the smoking section was getting a lot of shows like that, man, but they was tapped in and staying really tight with the promoters. So when artists came into town,
Because they had mad skills. They had Simba on there, actually.
Yeah. Y'all going to Mad Skills' last performance next week?
Really?
But it's this weekend. Allegedly, it's his last performance at the Dogwood.
Damn, that's this weekend.
Allegedly, it's his last performance.
I did see that post and everything. Yeah.
I tried to.
It's Father's Day, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Birthday weekend.
Right.
Your birthday?
Yeah, 16th. On Father's Day.
You a Cancer?
Gemini.
My birthday's the 27th this year. So we in the same.
Sir.
Happy birthday.
So you mean to tell me No, Miss Red.
Nah, yeah.
Caribou. Come on, Nick.
Yo, do y'all rock with Sexy Red for real?
Nick, I'm gonna let Nick.
Look at Nick. He rocks with this. Look at Nick. He's like, this is too fire.
Fuck the bullshit.
Nick said this is too fire.
We go together, nigga.
You like Sexy Red, Nick?
He honestly, it's hard for
say
him to
this.
contain himself. He loves Sexy Red. Everything about her.
I like Hellcats and SRT.
He loves You My Everything.
No.
That's his song. That's his jam. Look at him there.
Is that what we call real hip hop nowadays?
Yo, don't get me talking about that shit. I don't know. Nowadays it is. I guess so. I don't know. I don't rock with it. I definitely don't care for Sexy Red, though. I'm not a fan of Sexy Red.
I said, we were talking about this last podcast. You seen Polar Express? With the caribou scene? When it was like the caribou were there, so he pulled his beard and he was like, so pretty much this. Yeah.
Hey, I was telling my wife though, I feel like, man, female rappers today though,
Talk to us, Randy.
Are sexier than ever, in my opinion. I don't know if there's ever been a time in hip hop
good or bad.
That good.
Okay.
Think about it. Think about your top five. Think about if you want to go ahead and start you a starting five of hip hop female rappers right now.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
All right.
Sweetie.
So weedy.
Doja Cat.
Yeah, Doja.
Honestly, I may throw Glorilla in there.
Glorilla's a good one.
Based on what? This is where I get in trouble at.
What? Hold on. Based on
Based on raps or based on just you
She got some nice rhymes.
I'm talking about attraction.
I didn't see like a post. Now
Hey man, listen. They get money, they start looking good now.
Facts.
But like,
They all looking good nowadays.
Facts.
Because someone like I saw an Instagram post and it was like, why didn't somebody tell me Glorilla getting this thick or something like that? I was like, okay, y'all.
Yo, you know who I think is looking good now? Like, I never thought LeBron James' wife looked good until the past couple years. I'm like, man,
I see what you mean.
see what Money doing? She didn't look like that when he came in the league, man.
I want no simple.
With all due respect.
I don't give a shit. I'm married. I'm just telling you what I see. LeBron's wife is looking good these days, man.
LeBron,
But nah, man, rappers, the women, they killing the game right now, man.
They are.
Yeah.
Just hide in the streets, man. Somebody is
Drake did this thing on the song. I ain't
somebody in their basement rapping their ass off right now, and will never see the light of day. Somebody right now be routed in the mirror right here. Palms are sweaty, arms spaghetti. And that's what's popping. Right. My boy's in the mirror right now. The smacking in the napkin. We'll never make it. Right here. Hey, shut the fuck up. Right. You need to play this goddamn.
Yeah, come on.
This is $1 million we need to spend. This is what we need to put our budget at.
Right.
Y'all not about to copyright us on this shit too. Yeah, I know what you.
Sexy, come on
I know
the show.
y'all slick Google.
Sexy, come on the show.
I got a question. A movie question, actually.
I might not be good with that. I'll try. I don't watch a lot of TV.
Really?
I just started recently watching Netflix.
Streaming and stuff there? Nah, but that's the problem.
I watch YouTube. I watch podcasts like crazy, sports like crazy. But TV, I'm limited. I ain't gonna lie, but we can try.
What's a movie that had great actors but an awful script?
See, I'm the opposite. I be telling my wife, I be loving these, like, she calls it bad acting, hood flicks. I be thinking those are the best. So, like, I'm not good with the movie stuff, man. Trust me. Anyone who knows me knows, like, I think it's just an attention span thing, too. Like, it's got to get me quick. I watched something last night. Let me tell you what I've been watching. It's just horrible TV. I've been watching Sisters.
That's that Tyler Perry.
I've been watching a lot of Tyler Perry. I watch Zatima. You watch Zatima?
Look how he's laughing while he's saying these names. Sisters.
This is what I've been watching, man. I watched
I know what you mean.
Something in the Queen's, man, with like Eva Pickford, Eva Marcel, like
I
Queen's Man or something like that.
I know what you're talking about. I know what
That's
you're
probably,
talking
I was like, I love that show. I watch Power, all the Power stuff. Like,
My guy, Tariq St. Patrick, Michael Ealy
I
coming.
watch all that stuff. Like, you kind of get where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm probably not good with TV.
Shout out to Power. Hey, Power, yeah.
I like the murder, crime. I like all that. I like the graphic stuff. I don't know why. I do though. Sports.
It's a conspiracy or whatever. Yeah, they're putting it in our TV shows, making us want to, crave more murder, crime stuff. I guess.
So you're a big sports guy?
Yeah, basketball particularly.
Okay, then I'll change it up. Lakers Mount Rushmore. Who's on the Mount Rushmore of the Los Angeles Lakers?
Which is my favorite team, by the way.
Okay.
Good question. That's great.
And for those at home, Mount Rushmore, 4 people.
4?
Yeah, for people. Yeah. Makes it a little hard.
Kobe and Magic.
Okay.
Go and get that's the easiest 2 to get out of the way. Kareem.
Okay.
It's hard right here, Jerry West.
Really?
I guess. I mean, I could have said Wilt. I thought about Wilt, but Jerry West, what's the logo? So I mean, how do you debate the logo? I mean, maybe there was politics and things that I don't know because I wasn't born in that time. But I was gonna say Wilt, but I'm gonna go Jerry West.
No Shaq.
Not in the top 4. I just don't think his career was long enough there. I mean, Magic, Kobe's is a given. You know what I'm saying? Shaq was obviously, he won 3 championships there, and he was extremely dominant. So, I mean, he's in that conversation. Him, Wilt, Jerry, but you can only pick, if you only can pick 4, I'd probably have to leave Shaq out and go with, but Magic and Kobe are definites. I mean, they've had so many greats, man. You know?
I'll say this.
I like that question.
Do you think Derek Fisher should have his jersey retired in LA?
No.
Really?
Nah, and I'm a Laker fan. I mean, look, man,
Man, I think we're retiring. Like,
why should it be? Just because he was on all those championship teams?
Pretty much 5 championships. He was a big part of those championship teams,
In
though.
defense,
But statistically, he wasn't.
Isn't Pau Gasol's number retired?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Pau Gasol put up numbers, though, for those 2 championships he won. He was the number 2 player on that team. I mean, but I will say this. I get where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, no, I was just throwing that out there.
But I get where you're coming from with that because we're retiring jerseys now. Like,
I agree with you, though.
we're retiring jerseys now. Like, they give jerseys away at the end of the game. Like, come on, man. And then there's players for jerseys who don't get retired at places that should get retired.
Vince Carter in Toronto.
Yeah.
Make it happen. Drake.
Carmelo won't get his
gotta
jersey
bring
retired from Denver now. You know?
Oh, yeah, that's raps. That's
Kinda
raps.
crazy.
That's raps. That's done deals. My narrow Jokic, if he dies, he
I
dies.
can talk just basketball with you all day, though. Like, I wouldn't mind doing a basketball podcast. Let me know if y'all ever want to come together and do one of those together. I'd love to do that.
Shout out Ball and VA podcast.
Oh, for sure. I check them out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Shout out them. Also, you watch college basketball?
Yeah, I watch it. I mean, I watch it, but I'm more NBA, but I watch it, yeah. I'm a Carolina fan.
Thank you. See?
I'm from North Carolina, so, you know, I can't. I had to be. It was either Carolina or Duke. I'm liking NC State, though. I'm liking them. They coming along, man. They look good. Got to shout out the Richmond kid, the Parker kid, too, on there, you know. But I like them because they were underdogs, and I feel like they got grit. So, and I like the red. You know, I like the color. I don't know, man. NC State has never really been good in my lifetime, for real. So to see them kind of make that move and they're only gonna get better.
What's your favorite NC versus Duke game?
I think as far as a rival, it would probably have to go back to like I think when Stackhouse, Rasheed Wallace, and then that Antoine Jameson, Vince Carter era, like that period of time for Carolina. You talking about in Duke?
The Duke versus.
Yeah, that was to me, those 4 years were because when Stackhouse and Rasheed left, Vince and Antoine came right in. So like those years, I think were like when that rivalry was just the best. One of my favorite times. When I was a kid, I went to Carolina basketball camp for like 4 or 5 summers in a row, and it was real cool because we really was able to get up and close, and I mean, they was like our RAs in the dorm. Like we actually built relationships with them, you know, and I got a lot of content from back then that's just sitting in the house now. So like, it was kind of some of my favorite memories as a kid, growing up in North Carolina.
I'll give you another one. Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Where do you see him? Do you see him staying in Minnesota his whole career?
I don't know. You know, in today's NBA, it's hard to say, but I think that I think he's the real deal, though.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's the real deal.
You think he's next up?
I think
he's the one.
I think he's in the conversation, but I don't think we need to forget about Ja. I think people be forgetting about Ja. Ja been out a couple years due to circumstances, and I see both of them having that same type of grit. You know,
They both got it.
they both don't care about being friendly.
It's what the kids call aura, Alex. Yeah, dude, just gotta tap in. Yeah. TikTok, tap YouTube, smash or pass. Riz.
I give you one last one.
Yeah.
Why do you think people are so upset about Caitlin Clark not being on the USA team?
Why do I think people are so upset about it?
Yes. Do they have a reason to be upset, or is it just?
I don't think they should be upset, for real. I mean, she hasn't really. I mean, I think that you should send the best players, and I don't think at the moment that she's done enough at this level to be determined the best player. I mean, At the college level, she's arguably one of the greatest players to play the college game. But you know, the WNBA, the world, they got a lot of talent out there. You know, so like it's just not her turn. It's just not her turn. I feel like Kyrie should be on the USA team though.
Really?
You know.
You played college ball too, right? Mm-hmm. What's the funniest thing a coach has ever said to you in a serious situation?
Man, I did some real stupid, embarrassing thing one time. I came to practice one morning as a freshman and I was late for practice. And I had a mud mask on my face. And didn't realize it when I walked. I just got out of practice and ran. I was like an idiot, man. And if I was not embarrassed and told, you know, what kind of green piece of shit I was, like, it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad.
I'm be honest with you, man. Like when I was in school, man, I really wasn't mature enough. I wasn't in the like right place maturity wise to kind of deal and handle certain situations, and it had a negative impact on me seeing the floor, quite frankly. So like when I talk to kids, and you know try to help influence them on how to get to the next level playing ball, it's things like that. It's like maturity is key. Like you know knowing how to identify the program that's ideal for you and your skill set, where you're going to get the best looks and fit into the offense. You know, those are things that you really should think about. And like, you know, how did your game translate? And when I look back at it, I could have made some better decisions for sure. I didn't. I think I was just so happy to get away from home and go somewhere, and I didn't go about it quite the right way.
You can still get out on the court and do something.
I mean, I'm a beat your everyday average person. I'm gonna definitely work them. You know, like I could play, but I shouldn't. I'm not worried about this guy. Like I give, you know, I'm not worried about it. But the next day, man, the next day I might be feeling like.
Personally, Alex, I wouldn't let him say that.
No. We'll handle it on the court. Yeah,
we'll see him, man.
For sure. Yeah, are you good on time? It's 9:30.
I mean,
all right.
I work with y'all.
All right, yeah, I have to throw one more topic at y'all. Actually,
that's a bet.
Bullshit. We wanted the power. We wanted the power book. We wanted the ghost. We wanted the powder. I don't know how many fucking names y'all got. Right? Yeah.
20. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm playing. It's like what?
All right. Well, y'all boy, Tariq.
Yep.
So he is in the news. You know what streaming is?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I see. All
right, well, Alex is always late, so I always gotta usher him into it with the audience. So,
right, talk to me.
So, you know, Twitch streamers, yada yada yada, right? He was on this dude's stream. It doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. All right, you know, and this dude usually has his streams. He has it in like his house. Mm-hmm. So, like, all right, just like how Constant, you have people come to his house, yada yada.
Right.
So he had Michael Rainey on. I think it was him and one of his friends, yada yada yada. Usually, this guy has like a big family. Let's say he has like 5 sisters, little kids, yada yada, running around. So he had his younger sister, or like let's just say his sister's like 16. I don't know the age, but I would say I don't know, but just young looking at the video. So they're all you know in the stream, whatever, doing what they're doing. He didn't do anything.
Okay.
Oh, well, you're doing that, but yeah, he didn't do anything. So long story short, she's accused of groping him, kind of like while he
never did nothing.
You ain't saw this?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I don't be tapped in.
Sometimes.
So she's kind of on the side of the screen. Mm-hmm. He's posted up. So allegedly she's grabbing like his private parts. And he's just kind of like, hey, yo, chill. Because this is all live.
Right.
And I guess this is the streamer.
Yeah.
So he's just talking to his sister. So I guess he just so happy he's not seen. And then you see she left.
He's 23, by the way.
Yeah, you can see he's trying to play it cool, obviously, like he always does. Like he's just like chilling. But like, yeah, like clearly. And dude's like, yeah, what happened? Because that's his friend. Because his friend must have saw it from the other side.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, yo, bro, you good? He was like, yeah, bro, like that was crazy. Like that was wild. So apparently, so if it wasn't for like the little kid being right there, like then I guess maybe she wouldn't have did it. Whatever. But you blatantly see she came up and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
At this point, everyone has seen the video circulating online. I'm still in shock and fully don't know how to process what happened last night. Unfortunate situation, yada, yada, yada. The fact is, sexual assault is never okay, regardless of gender status. We're all human, and we should respect each other. Yaza, yaza, yaza. So now, Randy, I guess your reaction. Yes, he is. I just want to, let's see if I can.
So, my initial, I think that when he spoke, he said the right thing.
And that was Michael Rainey that said that on the story.
Yeah.
He said the right things in his
Tariq.
response. He said that, he feels that sexual assault, regardless if it's male or female, should be taken seriously. He feels like it should be seen equally. He said all the right things.
Yeah. He said
all the right things. But my observation of looking at that video is that what he said and what I see are a little bit contradictory. I mean, come on. He's getting his penis grabbed, and
which is insane.
I mean, this is the thing though. Like, it looked like he was enjoying it initially to me. Like, most people would.
Yeah, there was some comments saying that. So
most people would. Now granted, she's a minor.
Mm-hmm. I think he was just so in shock. Like, what? Like, you're really doing
probably
this on
not
live
trying
stream?
to like
you're wilding. Like. Yeah, and the thing about these streams is there's no pause, it's live. So if anything, the chat probably was telling them like, "Hey, that's crazy." Like, yeah.
I just think that, and I'm sure, I just think that the visual didn't match the after commentary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that could have been his publicist or something saying.
Yeah, I think sometimes like they blow up because these clips, these people put these clips together and put them out so quick before like he probably wasn't even home or like. You know what I mean? They put this shit together so quick to where you have to respond. You gotta say something because then people could be like, "Oh, you ain't." Yeah.
That means that you did like it. Yeah, it's like chill. Yeah,
and then chill. I would maybe see if I can find it. But the streamer, the dude, he was like, obviously, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Now he's got to be because he, like I say, he always has his streams at his crib. So now he's like, I don't know how to handle my family. Obviously, you can't bark at your sister. Even though, I would, but now he probably
you
did.
Knew better, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a tough situation.
He has a solid platform, but to the it's going to go up now, though.
Of course. The bullshit always. Yeah. But yeah.
Hey, shout out to all the bullshit.
Facts, though. Nick, if you had a reaction.
I didn't really have a reaction. It's kind of crazy to see. Just like damn, let's at least take it seriously. Yeah, and 50 Cent came out and said, "Oh, what this?"
What 50 say?
Let's go.
And obviously it goes without saying, if roles were reversed.
Oh shit!
Oh hell no! Yeah, you got a problem on your hand. What I mean by problem? Yeah, on your hand. Yeah.
There's no way to run, So,
because the little was in the front of the.
So I think that's why another main reason why it's such backlash because it's like, hey y'all, we all know good and damn well,
I love the current events, man. Good one, man.
No, I had to throw it in. So
50 said, from a bail's perspective, this was an aggressive advance. LOL, he's fine. No charges are being pressed.
And that's what everybody was worried about if he's gonna press charges or not. Which I kind of figured he wouldn't, but that it is tough though. That's the thing. Like,
it's all good. I understand, but
he don't. It ain't like he need any money. And if he did press charges, what's justice in that situation? For real, she's a minor.
Don't do it again, kind of thing. Yeah.
And the numbers are going up though. Streams.
Shout out to sis, I guess. That's tough. Groping niggas. Right?
That's tough. Hey, aren't you that girl? Yeah, it's like that. Nah, that's tough. Right. Minors can't really. Because I was gonna say, has the girl said anything?
He's now the vice president of public relations for the
word. I was like, oh, okay,
She got a new job.
Said she PR. No, she's not. If that's your PR, grabby grab. Senator Grabby. That's not what we should be doing.
Grabby McFeely fingers. Yeah, it's like chill out.
That is not good.
FBI, open up.
For sure, man.
Okay. One more thing. So you were saying like what was said didn't match like what you saw in the video.
I would imagine as a publicist comment.
So so what do you think his face would be if it had matched? Like, what was the video? Like, what would you say?
Feel like he could have.
He could have been like, hey, like chill.
I feel like he could have escaped. He could have left. He could have completely removed himself. That's what
Alex, I mean, funny. Tell us some A.
Why would you?
I mean, why not?
You got a good point.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, this is my take. If that was me, I would have completely removed myself.
Because it would have been so like.
Well, first off, it's live. Mm-hmm. If I sit there and just allowed it to happen, I got a wife at home that's looking at me like, why did you continue to sit there and allow it to happen? You look like you was being pleasured. Like you should have just moved. Like, I mean, it's live. Like, if it causes a scene, it causes a scene. You didn't initiate it. She did.
Right.
Just move.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sit there and let her get you half hard. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
That's tough.
You could have poked a little kid in front of him with his dick. You know what I'm saying?
You scary.
Then we got a bigger problem.
That's tough. Maybe they were looking at the video wrong. Maybe she.
No, that was it.
What other angle do you want to see?
Nah.
What other angle?
Because maybe like it wasn't what we think. You know, sometimes Jesse, didn't you say these videos can be clipped together like really quick? So sometimes.
What other angle does he want to see?
Yeah, no.
What other angle?
No. I'm saying like maybe like it wasn't exactly what we think it was. Maybe it was like like.
So who are you defending? Right, you don't even know whose side you on. Because are you going against your boy or are you going against
No. Everything for Tariq, you know.
She was rubbing his thigh.
And she was for Tariq too. Right, she was down with your boy too.
Facts.
But yeah, apparently, she was a little bit she was fanned out when he first got there. Like she passed out when he first got there.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. So
that won't have to show your excitement though.
Of course not. Of course not. Way to use your words, Alex.
Right. Yeah. Facts.
But yeah, man, so Yeah.
Tariq.
You know what? Hey, this is A. Hey, y'all niggas are funny. Stars, 50 Cent, Tariq, Michael Rainey,
Michael Ealy.
All them niggas. This would come out the fucking final season of Power. Get the fuck out of here. I just thought about all that. Right in the middle of the final season. Stars on the man. Right, yeah, get the fuck out of here, y'all. Good promotion. Okay, I got you now, Randy. Numbers going up, like you said.
When I watched the interview, though, when they recorded the last season, they didn't know during the recording that was going to be.
I was going to ask Alex that. Okay, so
I don't think so.
Did they say why or anything? Or
10 seasons and
shit is done. And then what? So I guess they still got. I think I saw something where like they're gonna have 5 seasons of Force, which is Tommy's spinoff.
How many are there now?
They're gonna. 30. They just did 2.
50.
Oh yeah, 50.
Yeah, my fault.
Yeah. Raising Kanan. I don't know how many seasons they're gonna do with that, but
35.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, you already know. Yeah.
You know they go scrape the pot, Randy. Right. Raising Kanan Jr. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
No, we can't.
What the fuck?
Raising Kanan cousin. Yeah. Raising KK. Yeah.
Right. I'm weak.
Come on, man. But well, we gonna keep rocking as long as stars keep rocking, man, for sure. All right. We can go ahead and actually, I'll let you ask us one question, man. One question. Whatever you want. It doesn't have to be podcast. It could be anything in the world. One question.
It's a collective question, I guess, here, right? Is that what you're saying?
I guess so.
Okay. Let's see, man. I ask y'all a question that I often ask my guests on my show. Are you single or are you in a relationship?
Relationship.
Pretty much relationship.
Yeah, pretty much relationship. Yeah.
So the DM is closed.
Yes.
They're definitely closed. I try to make it a topic. Right? I try to hit a button, Randy. This is the deadest time in podcast history for us. Why you get out, Randy? All right, I guess, man. Tariq.
Right, Tariq.
No, go ahead.
My DMs were straight dry when I was single, so
Me and Alex, we've been bachelors since the age of Tariq. Right?
Yeah, since Tariq.
I'm sorry. Y'all made jokes on it first, so don't do that. I didn't use y'all made jokes first, so y'all open y'all open the gates for me, man. But
a lot of times I ask that question though because like people want to know, man. They They're so used to seeing you on a week-to-week basis. You know
This is a good point.
They want to know, man. So,
ladies.
Well, now y'all know. Like,
ladies and fellas.
The live stream, yeah.
I smell cap. I smell cap.
No cap, exactly. No.
Nah, it doesn't cap. Nah, fellas, hey, yo.
Y'all's message goes out to a diverse community. So, we have my pronouns and all that stuff. Just making sure they know.
It's
Hey,
all.
I've been watching your show and
I smell cap.
what?
You smell cat.
Announcements.
I've been watching your show and
What you gonna say?
no, thank you.
Okay, be respectful.
So if you was on that show,
Oh no! Hold on.
if you was Tariq, what was you done
Hold on. So, you're talking about
on the live stream?
On the live stream.
Y'all in relationships. What would you have done?
And we're assuming the girl is of age. We're assuming.
okay.
And you're assuming if she's of age.
Yeah.
Oh, of age? Oh, okay.
Would you stay there for the happy ending, or would you escape?
You're.
No, you gotta move away.
Thank you.
You got to move.
Yeah.
No, we will all. Niggas answer because you keep laughing and they
Because
go
let me say that,
If we're all
kill us.
individually on there,
You got to move.
Get your
Because
hands off of me.
if you don't move, your girl is looking at this and being
Live stream.
like,
What's she doing?
I know my
Patting her
girlfriend.
little
and I know.
back.
So Nick,
You know.
I was just trying to.
Babe, look, I didn't want to make a scene.
She's
on
not
the
trying to
show.
hear that.
nah.
You never live stream before, so you don't got to turn up. Yeah, you never live stream before, so you don't know how it is. You live stream.
You're still, It's like,
Once they
You're
give you
still there.
and once they give you the face,
It's 12 seconds.
yeah, it's like
I know how long you don't last 12 seconds in the bed with me.
Nick announcement.
did you scoot closer?
I know that face.
Bro said.
Like I said, the thing about streaming is that makes it worse is seeing the fucking chat on the side. That's how you know it's live. Bro, get out of here, bro. Bro, please. Bro's cooked. Bro's done right now. L, bro. L man. L friend. Like, it just be the worst, man. They be cooking though, bro.
You gotta move out the way, though. Yeah, you gotta move out the way.
A great sexy red verse could have came in right there,
Say less. Alex, I got you. And we gotta get announcements. Because Randy's trying to get us in trouble.
That's the song I was thinking about, actually. When Tariq, his face right there, that song, come on.
Babe, we go together. I promise we go together. Babe, take me back. Who's that guy downstairs outside?
Right, yeah. And then it's gonna pop up on her feed next time. The damn video, the damn live stream.
Facts. That's actually probably exact. No, social media
Play
works.
that louder. Yeah. She gonna play that while you playing sexy red.
You got any announcements, any shout outs, any dates, anything you want to tell them?
Watch out for these live streams, y'all.
Facts.
Nah, not really, man. I ain't got no announcements, man. Appreciate y'all having me on the show.
Of course.
Appreciate you coming on.
Check out the Randy Wilson podcast. That's pretty
Big
much it.
facts.
And you guys, whenever we can get dates figured out.
Yes, sir.
Dates is not as much of an issue. I think it's just gonna be time, and I can do weekends. It's just
And Alex,
the weekend,
getting them out the strip club on the weekends.
Yeah,
That's what.
I heard you was VIP over at Richard Rendezvous.
Can't go out.
Not even at night. Thursday midday.
Yeah, happy hour. I mean, what they got, like the wing special? They got.
That's tough, y'all. Don't do your boy like that.
Me in the club on Thursday. Me when I'm not supposed to be on Thursday at 2. Yeah.
I'm going to work.
They don't even got the first round draft picks in. They got the 6th round draft picks in. The undrafted one.
Now it's getting a 2-for-1. You get a 2-for-1 up in Richards.
Nah, I
At
can't.
least you saving money, bro.
Wow.
I don't know what is 2.
Yeah,
I don't know what is for 1.
You got them sound effects down though.
Yeah.
You got them things down pat.
Of course, man. Oh, we didn't even get in. Yeah, I didn't even get in my second half. But yeah, Al, you got any announcements, brother?
Jesse, man, Nick already knows what they're doing right now.
I don't know.
They're either on live stream or they're in bed, lights off, covers half off. They've got their phone in one hand, Jesse, and what's in their other hand? Nick, what's in their other hand?
A Bible.
Nah, it's not a Bible. Covers half off.
What are you doing?
Phone in one hand. What's in their other hand?
What are you
Oh,
doing?
Wrong live stream.
Yeah, the live stream must have, but in the other tab, so in the other tab, they've got their W-2s, their 1099-Rs, 1099 NECs. Jesse, they still got their stimulus letter from 2021.
What more do you want from me?
So what do they need to do, man?
They need to slide through. First of all,
Yeah.
turn the sexy red up. Southside. Southside Plaza. And where we pulling up to, brother?
2650 Hall Street Road. That's 2650 Hall Street Road. Fiscal Fitness Tax and Financial Services, y'all. That's Fiscal Fitness Tax and Financial Services. My father's business, Derek L. Alfred. Been doing taxes over 30 years. And Nick, you might see your boy in there doing his thing. You know what I mean?
Fucking up taxes.
Nah. You know, doing them very professionally. You know, your boy just did them today. So, you know, I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Getting arrested.
No. Don't worry. Call the number on the card, y'all. Yeah, and we got you. So the phone number is 804-321-5766. That's 804-321-5766, y'all. He can get you set up with, obviously we do taxes, individual and business taxes for all you new startups and all you long standing businesses. We also, my dad does retirement planning. He can get you hooked up with an annuity. So like I said, just call the number on the card, 804-321-5766. Happy Father's Day, y'all. Jesse, happy birthday, my guy. Yeah. My mom, happy birthday. Love you.
Facts.
Tupac, Facts, Tupac. Yeah.
Gang.
Man, appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you, bro.
Most def.
Mr. Carter.
More film stuff coming, you know, more editing. You'll see some more clips of the film on the page. Go follow Lancaster Movie page. Also, go follow my page for I'm sharing my vinyl collection, my CD collection, my cassette tape collection. And so go follow that and give you a little tour into my life. So other than that, keep God in your life. Keep
Isn't
praying.
that in your collection?
What? Oh, no. You won't ever see that.
And they gonna try to get that money from us, boy. You're not gonna get it. You're not. It's called editing. You're not gonna get it. I know what you're gonna do, YouTube. Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
Continue to pray. Continue to check on your peoples. You never know who might need it. Who might need to hear from you. There are lights, but other than that, drink your water. It's getting hot out here. Stay hydrated. Thanks. You know, drinking Gatorade every day is not staying hydrated.
That's tough, Nick. But what about the hot Cheetos too?
Yeah.
No.
Bro, I balance it out.
Yeah.
I get the blue Gatorade and the hot Cheetos, and then the 40 ounce because that's brown. So
so it balances.
It's a good palate.
So my liver, my palate is, you know.
that was funny.
Your urine needs to be clear, not dark brown.
Chicken.
If your urine is dark
ounce
brown,
and
you need to drink more water, brothers.
Chitlins, 40 ounce. Hot Cheetos.
Please stop eating pig feet too. We need to.
Pig feet.
We need to stop that. That was my announcement.
Doritos chitlin flavor.
I ain't got much. Shut up, because they're gonna do that. Yeah, they're going to do that. That's the sad thing.
This is delicious.
They're going to do that. Yeah, next summer. Need you. But yeah, appreciate you once again, Randy, coming on.
No doubt. Man.
Ain't got too much. Subscribe. You already watching?
Day one stuff.
Yes, sir. Content coming soon in all different forms. And Nick, go ahead and get us up out of here, man.
Again, thank you, Randy.
Yes, sir.
For coming through. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you. I hope your show was good for your listeners.
Definitely will. Okay, well, he's Alex. I'm Nick. And this is the 804 podcast.
Damn. Yeah.